Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to process video 240 entitled Chair to New Chairs. So this layout was inspired or was made for a challenge. It's been a while since I've done any challenge layouts, and this was actually done in the beginning of April, but I just haven't had the time to edit the video and to do the voiceover, so this is just going to be posted in May. That's just how it is. Now I am working with the Freaky Fast Friday challenge from the Scrap Room. I really love this challenge. Sometimes it's more of a challenge than other months just because you are working with predetermined or pre-cut specific measurements for your papers, and so you're basically just whatever papers you it's has been asked of you to cut, that's what you're working with. And sometimes I like that challenge because it gets me out of my comfort zone, but then sometimes it's just I don't know what to do with those papers. So let me just tell you first what the cuts of the papers are. I was supposed to have a 1 10 by 10, 1 6 by 6, 1 5.5 by 8, and 1 1/4 inch by 10.5. And so that's what I'm working with. I am going to cheat a little bit, and instead of just having my cardstock base, I am also going to have a pattern paper there. And I am using this kind of wood grain paper that just reminds me of, the farmhouse look that we have now. So that's what I'm working with here. And also, I'm using some scraps of paper here. So that's another thing that another reason why I love this particular challenge is because I am working with my scraps, which is, I feel like it's a never and like it's ever growing stash. I'm working with slightly smaller 4 by 6 photos here, two of them. I had wanted to, these are phone photos, and so if I had cropped them with just the 4 by 6 parameters, I would be cutting some of the edges. And so I just made sure that I wasn't cutting any of the edges, and then just had some white space on the top and the bottom. Now this is where I was just thinking of what I can do differently for my design, but still maintain those papers. And so I decided to cut the big piece, which is a 10 by 10, and then have kind of a just have them sticking out from the sides instead of having them center. So I will have a little bit of a gap there in the middle, and that's totally fine. That's not normally my style, but again, this is a layout where I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone here. Initially, I thought that maybe I can just keep those white space on the top and the bottom as a border, but then I decided, no, I'm just going to cut them out so that I can just have them stand out a little bit more and not have that white there. And so the design or the photos are going to be center stage in this layout. I'm going to put them in the center going horizontally. And then I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to incorporate the other papers. And so I decided to stretch them. Now I know that then stretching them, cutting them does not reflect now the true sizes of the photos, but you can see on my layout that I still use the same exact measurements. So I'm not quite concerned about that anymore. And plus, this is my layout, right? I can do whatever I want with it. And then I decided that I will just stick that 1/4 inch strip on the left vertically. I initially thought that maybe I can do it horizontally, but because it is only 10.5, that it doesn't span the whole width of the layout. So I'm just going to kind of have that go the same height as the red paper. And I'm going with some very colorful papers here because I noticed that my photos don't have, they're mostly neutral. I did pull out the red from the sweater of my oldest son there, and then just, colorful diagonal paper. And then I decided to just, since I have already rounded the corner of the first paper, that brown dark brown paper that I'm going to round the corners of the other two pattern papers just to have some consistency with the papers. And also I am inking the edges of this pattern paper. Just a little bit about the photos. So this is just one of your like everyday photos. In 2018, we decided, so we had this one sleeper couch in our family room, and it had worked well for many, many years. We had that, we call that the green couch because it was green. And so we had the green couch ever since, well, a few months after we got married. So 2018, this would have been 16 years now. So we've had the couch for 16 years, and it's worked well, because we had little kids, and then we had this one other kind of, I can't remember, like a recliner. We had one recliner. And so, we've been fine. Like, we watch movies at home. There's 5 of us. It worked well. Well, for some reason, well, not for some reason, I know what it is. It's like my kids are growing up and we just couldn't fit all of us in that one couch anymore, right? Because kids are growing up, and so we just felt like we needed another couch, or maybe a couch plus a love seat so that it will fit all of the family. And so we had been shopping around, and the goal was that we will save up all of my paychecks from subbing for that for that year. Or I started working in January, and so I was saving up my paycheck so that we can buy our new sofa in cash, not finance or use credit card or any of that stuff. And so that's what we did. We just started saving up the paycheck that I got, and then started looking, and then we found these recliners. And what's interesting about this is that all of the chairs recline. So the longer sofa, all 3 chairs recline, and then we got a love seat that both of the seats recline as well. And because we got a sofa and a love seat, that totaled to 5. So we have all of our family have all reclining seats. So, which was really nice because this was 2018, and we didn't know that 2 years later, 2020, we'll be stuck at home and all of the movie theaters would close. And so it was really nice because then, we can have movie nights at home and we have the feel of being in the movie theater. So that was something that I wanted to document, because it was kind of like one of those little things that we will forget, and B, because I was really proud of this moment where I contributed to something in the home. I have been a stay-at-home mom for a while, and I was able to contribute something for the home because of the work that I did. So I really wanted to document that. Now I have this sticker that just has the word cheer. Now I don't know if I think that I needed to have an S there, cheers for new chairs, but I'm just going to go with cheer because that's all I have. So I don't know if my English is proper, but it is what it is. And so I'm just going to add this just to use up these stickers because I've had this for a while as well. And then I'm going to go and grab some small alphabet stickers from my little shoebox, and I'm going to spell the rest of it. My T-square ruler is making a comeback on my layout because I've noticed that I really like having straight lines, and so it's really helpful for me. Now I'm just going to spell cheers to new chairs, and I love these little stickers because then I can personalize this layout to specific titles and themes, because I'm just basically spelling the words that I wanted to add to my layout. And I've already pre-printed my journaling. I typed it up on a white piece of paper and an 8.5 by 11, along with the rest of the journaling that I had wanted to use, or I wanted journaling for the layouts that I wanted to create. And so I'm going to cut that up. And then I also, when I started this layout, I didn't have like embellishments and stuff like that, but I do remember having some sticker sheets that have sofas on there, or at least like kind of like home related items. And so I'm going to pull those out and then I'm going to use it here, which was kind of a blessing in disguise, because really sometimes I get stumped with those kinds of images when I have them in this in a sticker sheet. Like, I know it's related to home, but I don't know when I'm going to use a lampshade or a sofa, or a couch or something like that. So it was kind of nice to have this kind of themed layout, and so I was able to use some of that up here. I also had pulled out some stamps, the home sweet home. I thought it was appropriate. And then these houses, I thought these houses were cute. I'm talking about something, story about our home, and so I thought that I would do that. I don't know why my the coloring of my lighting is changing here, but I apologize for that. And I will be adding some of them with some fun foam just to make them stand out a little bit more. I don't know if you noticed, but I did add a vellum between the pattern paper and my title block, just because I felt like the letters won't stand out very well if I had added that directly or straight onto that heart red paper. So basically that is it. I am going to embellish a little bit more with these die cuts. I will be adding some enamel dots just in a few different places as a finishing touch. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will make sure to link the Scraproom website on the description box below if you are interested. They're a kit club, and they also have a Facebook page, Facebook group. So if you're interested in challenges, make sure to check them out. And I will catch you guys in another video. Bye.